Howdy folks, welcome to ImpactFlux's FTB Beyond 1.10 series. Hope everyone's having a great day. So funny story, this is my first series I've pretty much recorded, and I might have messed up. Instead of recording the first segment, I did, but I managed to put on sound, which kind of sucks. So knowing that, I'm gonna go ahead and do the introduction. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes in, so you'll see where my progression through the world is. If we take a look real quick, you can see all the things that are coming up for exploration in just various cool areas. One note before we get started is I did add some other things to the mod pack. I added the current complex and ATG for alternate terrain gen, and biomes aplenty, so we get these nice different biomes. And I also pre-gen the world too, so that way I could basically have no lag if I was starting to explore the map. But yeah, so welcome to our series. Leave some comments in the comment section, and once this gets going, I will go ahead and get everything uploaded. And yeah, so sorry for the big blunder, but hopefully you enjoy the series. Good day, everybody. Welcome to ImpactFlux's FTB Beyond series. So a really funny story. I have been playing for the last about couple days and realized when I'm going to go record all the videos that, well, I don't exactly have the intro of my series recorded anymore. So, to give you guys a bit of a recap to get you caught up, I started the series, introduced myself, said, hey, I'm going to go through an FTB Beyond series, and I started off the world about here, and I wandered through, found some cool stuff, and, excuse me, and then part of the discussion, I just talked about some of the mods, and I had made some modifications to the mod pack. I had added recurrent complex to get some cool structure generation. I added ATG or RTG, realistic terrain gen, to give it some better mountains, so things look cooler, and I get some a bit different generation of stuff and like actual mountains and things like that. And let's see, I added a chunk pre-generator, so I went ahead and generated about a 10,000 by 10,000 area, so that way I could explore easily. And then, yeah, let's see, make sure I don't forget anything. But basically, you guys will catch up to me in the series right around here, where I discovered this village in the like this volcano biome, and then I end up settling down way back over here. So yeah, welcome to the series. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to give me any feedbacks or comments. Looking forward to releasing a new series, walking through with you guys. This is really my true first playthrough, so feel free to give me some feedback, tell me what you think. My plan is to release a video once a day in perpetuity. I just need to get a backlog built up first. So that's kind of been what I've been working on. Unfortunately, I missed the whole beginning part of my segment, which is kind of hilarious, but it's kind of par for the course. Yeah, so if you guys have any comments, questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter or the YouTube section. And if there's enough interest, I can host the profile. I'm using Curse Forge, or the Twitch app, I suppose, and I can host that or stream whatever you guys like. And yeah, so with that, I'm going to cut over to earlier on in the series. So sorry for all the time you wanted me Doctor Who stuff, but I can blame Moffat was writing this series. Anyways, sign off, and I will see you guys again in about 3 days. Alright, it looks like it's about 75% done. I want to go ahead and start punching trees, getting wood, simply because I'm running out of haunches up here to get some food. And definitely got some surplus, so I'll take that back. We are going to wait until we're done. Alright, so it looks like our clock in the bottom right is actually moving forward at a reasonable pace. So, which is awesome. But that said, make me think I can do this now without having any modified. Alright, game on. Literally. Oh, actually, I also added a vein miner in here, so to make my life a little bit easier. And that way, I can progress through stuff quicker, make your guys' life easier to watch, and makes the game go a little bit quicker. So, I think it's totally acceptable. So, this is probably the first series I've done in a long time. So, please, any constructive criticism, do so down in the comments. The goal here is I like to try and do decently pretty builds, but also like do a bunch of audience and stuff, kind of like a bunch of other YouTubers, Darwolf and those guys. But obviously, I'm still new to the whole YouTube thing because it's my first real series. That said, I think the plan here is I got enough to make a bed, which is good. And there's some mossy cobbles. Yeah, the plan here is to try and make some nice looking builds. In the past, I have generated my own structures and I added them to the structures file here. So that way maybe we'll see some buildings that I've built in the past show up. And then if so, I kind of want to explore until I find one. So that way I'm not starting from scratch and building a castle. Because I know a lot of people like to watch the automation stuff, and watching somebody struggle through a build for 3 hours is not the most fun in the world. So, yeah, so actually what I'm going to do is wander around, and I need to get some furnace going. So one thing I did here, I mentioned I talked about updating builds, where I built a mod pack to kind of suit my needs. So I added biomes with plenty, I removed a bunch of biomes I'm not a huge fan of, and then I added in Recurrent Complex, Vein Miner, and I think that's really it as far as the stuff that I added. Actually, it's not Vein Miner, it's the Ore Excavator mod, which is basically the same similar functionality but different mod. And yeah, so I did that just because I wanted to generate some more good structures and some cool functionality in the game, and it just makes it a little bit more fun for me. It makes it prettier, and I kind of like to try and build like castles on mountainsides or stuff like that. And so with those two, actually the most important one is realistic terrain gen. So once we get out of this like thick taiga and forest, what we should see is some of that realistic terrain gen, which is what makes the bark look like the wood look fully barked, and the mountains look more mountainous and better rivers and stuff. So yeah, outside of that, I kicked around the idea of adding Galactic Craft in here because I really like that, but haven't gotten around to it yet, so one of these days I may do that. Looks like there's a mountain over here. Get out of these forests. Holy flowers. We're going to make a waypoint here. Is it J or is it M? Or is it period? Yeah, there it is, period. Alright, waypoint. Not that. A lot of flowers. This is pretty cool. You get the peaks over here at the flowers. It's kind of like going to the mountains, the wildflower area. That's nifty. Okay, anyways, I'm going to take a break, and once I get a little bit more, find an area that I like, I will let you guys, or start back up. So, See you in a bit. Alright, so I've been exploring for quite a bit. If we pull up journey map, you can see that I've gone quite a bit from where last time we saw us. Interesting note is I think there's a village coming up. That'd be worthwhile to check out while on camera. Yeah, I actually ended up regenerating a whole nother like 25,000 chunks, so that way I could see, like, check out the world without as much lag. And then also I use it as an opportunity to creep the dogs out. So that's an interesting door, lime door. Silver lime sapling, unlit candle. Interesting. I haven't actually messed with forestry or bees really much ever, so I may try and do that this series. Part of the reason I decided I wanted to go ahead and do a playthrough, one thing I like about it is it kind of structures what I'm gonna be doing that first episode, or like how I'm gonna play the game. And so, like, first episode, you know, it's typically like, I'm gonna explore, I'm gonna do this and that, and other episodes will kind of fall on from that. So I don't know, I just like the fact that it makes it easier. I don't know, Minecraft's such an open world game that I have a tendency to just to get almost like analysis paralysis, but in a context of sounds like it might work. Analysis paralysis, but like just don't know what to do and just end up not doing anything. So because of that, I thought it'd be fun to see if do a little bit differently. That is whatever that is over there. Oh, is that one of those biomes from Biomes of Plenty? It might be. What is this? Fancy. This is really annoying. I can't walk fast. It's the first village I've come across too, so it's kind of nice in that regard. But the whole ash thing is kind of annoying. Oh yeah, it's one of the Mystic Groves, I think. I don't think enemies spawn there. I would think about spawning or living there, except for I'm not a huge fan of Sacred Springs. I'm not a huge fan of the, like, the green color. I think it looks great. I think it would drive me nuts after a while. Oh yeah, this is like the natural spring water. I'm gonna make a waypoint there. It's got like healing properties and stuff, which is kind of cool. Alright, oh, there's another one over there too. Nifty. Looks like it's kind of borders on the edge of a swamp too. Interesting. I thought I disabled them. Unless it must be a non-Biomes of Plenty swamp, which is entirely possible. Or I just forgot to disable it. And there's a slime island up there. Anyways, so I'm going to cut back once I find some place better to live. So I just managed to run into a village I've been exploring for a while now, and I ran into this chest here, which is awesome because it has the ender, and it already has RF on it, and one of the basic upgrades. So pretty excited about that. And some steel boots and some obsidian. So this is pretty awesome. Hoping that one of these days I can find I want to be able to find some more cows so I can get a backpack going. I'm still searching around, but I just thought it'd be fun to show you guys. Walked into a random chest. Sweet. Okay, I'm back to exploring. I'll let you guys know if I see anything fun. So I was just making my way across, and all of a sudden slimes were falling from the sky. There's like 3 of them who just came out and annihilated me, but I got a bunch of slime out of it, which is good. Oh, come on, what's going on? There we go. Alright. I also found a redstone lamp with some redstone, which is awesome. It's the first starting point. Got another village coming up here. Just trying to find a nice, cool looking place to call home. Because in these typical, in like FTB and stuff like that, you don't do a ton of exploring. So I want to make sure wherever I settle it, I like. Don't want to hit that. There we go. There's some leather on the ground. I will say I do like lavender fields. They're awful nice looking. Yeah, so let's see. trying to get this. It's always taking me long. Wait, I always wander way too much trying to find a place to live. Rice seeds, rice. I can convert that, right? Okay, cool. Don't care about that. That just gives me zombie flesh, which I don't really like. Canola, which is nice. I'm hoping that maybe I'll get some acre spider. Cool. Let's see what can I get rid of. Canola, coffee. Don't need coffee. Cool. I mean, I need coffee, but my guy doesn't need coffee. Let's see. All right. Let's see if I can't. Oh, it's just red mechanic. Oh, this must be immersive engineering. That's in copper ingot. I'm actually gonna hold off on picking up a copper ingot just because I have 2 other types right now. Inventory space is more important than this copper. Trade merchant. So I'm thinking that's not a trade. Copper wire. Copper wire. Oh, this is a pretty good village. I may think about setting up shop on the edge of the lavender fields. As much as I'm not the largest fan, this is an awesome village. Alright, more copper iron. I can actually probably get that. Ooh, redstone alloy. This. Probably get rid of that. Redstone. I don't need the boot. That would be good. Much wood. There's 2 things of lava, which is nice. Yeah, all in all, it's been a pretty good exploration area. I just haven't found a place that's like, oh, this is where I want to live. This is a farmer's house whose side got demolished. There's more stuff up there. Not look like it. Anything up here? Books? Nope. That's glowstone, however, and I will definitely take some glowstone. Hose. Wow, hose. I'm just gonna be Mr. Nice. Oh, wait, how's that Sweet. Alright. Down. Down. Okay, so now that I got this village nice and pillaged, I'm going to come back in a second. Stop recording. Alright, so I think I kind of found a spot that I like. So got to look over the lavender biome over there. Got a nice little water area. Got these eucalyptus trees, which I like to build with, as well as the birch and everything else. Got a nice mountain behind me. And cool thing is, I could probably like build a wall up over this direction, and then I could build a house here. I have a castle structure that I'm gonna cheat into the game, simply because I've built it like one too many times, and I wanted so when I'll cheat it in, and I typically will nuke out all of the like there's nothing in it except for just a structure, so that way I can kind of get the best of both worlds, where you guys aren't watching me build forever, and I have a nice little structure like a starting base. And some of you guys may actually recognize the castle from some other videos. And if you're interested, let me know, and I can go ahead and upload the structure file as well, so that way you guys can play with it. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I might build the castle like right here, and then I can have an area of farms down there, have different like types of rooms and stuff. So I know we're getting close to the wrapping up point. 10, 20, actually I got another 10 minutes or so. I'm bad at math. I'm still looking over here trying to like add up all the little segments in my head. But tell you what, let me go ahead and let me play with this to see if I can't get a good, can I get it off the back up now? I don't have permission. Okay, cool. So I'm going to back up the world, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this kicked off. And then if people have interest in it, I can go ahead and upload that as well as profile. But I'll only do that once I get some interest in the world. So let me go ahead and generate the castle, and we'll be right back. Also, just so those are interested, I went ahead and turned on cheat mode, so you can kind of see that with this here. And then can I do backup now? Backup start, and then I'm going to show you guys what my inventory looks like here. So now when I get done, you guys can see that I didn't add anything to my inventory. All I did was just generate a structure. So actually the only thing I'm going to add is a structure block, and I will be back. And hopefully I get it right on the first try. If I don't, then I may need, since you don't get to like see the block outlines, I may have to like delete it and redo it, but we will see. So let's see, game mode 1, and load castle, show bounding box, load. Oh, hold on 1 second. All right, I'll be back. All right, so after, well, you guys can do the math on the day countdown to right. You can see that we have a castle, and it overlooks this nice meadow with the village in the background and some beacons that I need to clean up. And let's go take a look inside. So I snagged this from just design. What was the name of the website that I snagged it from? I cannot remember off the top of my head. What is it? It started with like a G or something. I can't remember. Anyway, they had like a block by block design, like level deal. And so I went ahead and played it when I played other series. I got to really like it. And then I decided that I needed to continue to use it. And building it took like 3 days to do. So I just had to cheat it back in. And as you can see, occasionally I have some under IO facades here. So let's go ahead and take those out. Yeah, we'll just destroy all this stuff. And sweet trash can. Okay, and let's put some stone back there. I think that's it. So when I spawn it in, I always have some like leftover stuff I need to clean up, and I always kind of forget all the various bits. And when I say always, I think I've actually spawned it in like 3 times, but never actually continued it and let's play with it. So this is kind of a first for me. As you guys can see, I've got the 2 different layers, and then you get over here, and you get these nice like turret or like parapet, sort of they're called up here, which is cool. And it's getting nighttime, so let's go ahead and delete before a bunch of stuff spawns. So yeah, and you can see that I had to do a bunch of cleanup, mostly spawning things to fix the land or fix whatever. That's the last time I'll cheat stuff in, unless I need to for, you know, item breaking type things. So yeah, then you got these guys up here, which are fun to put stuff into, and then I have a wall. Let's see if I can kill myself. That felt good. So I've got a wall down here, which in the past I've used that style before, and basically it's a really easy design to continue like around. So if we want to like so if I want to like build like guard towers and stuff like that, I have some some other structures I can bring in to do them. And I don't really feel like it's cheating that much because they're all made out of like cobblestone and easy to get materials. It just speeds up, you know, me not spending 10 days or 3 days trying to like build a structure. So I like to spawn in with nothing and then come back and fix it. Get this guy. Yeah, so that gets me a kind of good start. It's a nice starting place, and I really like that thought process. And I think what I'm going to end up doing next episode is I'm going to mine this, polish andesite out, and make this little area kind of my mining tunnel. And then from there, I want to get some resources set up, get some chests going, and kind of get started. So oh, nice. There's a bunch of iron in here. I'll take that. Yes, please. I may go get like a tinker's chest started up, so that way I can. Oh god. Screw you, Mr. Skeleton. Why did he not die? The sun was hiding him. Alright, let's see. Where is those? 3. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and start digging down onto this to get a mining well type area figured out, and yeah, so we'll come back in the next episode. So I know this is first episode, so if you guys have any comments or concerns, let me know, or like tell me what you think. I am probably going to record a number of episodes and get a backlog going, and then from there I will start releasing them. So if I don't address your comments to start with, it's probably because it's like 3, 4, 5, 6 days old. Anywho, everyone have a good day, and I will see you next episode.